your RPI engineers. Let's meet the starters for both clubs. First for Union, off forward from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 7 senior Jessica Kaminski. Off forward from Milton, Massachusetts, number 3 senior Courtney Turner. Off forward from Cape Coral, Florida, number 27 senior Catherine Tomaselli. A defenseman from Ashburnham, Massachusetts, number 13 freshman Ariana Kozakowski. A defenseman from White River Junction, Vermont, number 9 junior Allie Devins. In goal today for Union, from Hudson, Wisconsin, number 1 freshman Jake Patrick, and the rest of the Union College squad. The head coach of Union is Claudia Barca. The associate head coach is Ali Bo. The assistant coach is Chris Cobb. Now, introducing the starters for your RPI engineers. Off forward from Belleville, Ontario, number 15 junior Laura Harwell. Off forward from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, number 11 senior Alexa Fruscio.
Good afternoon, hockey fans. Welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for today's ECAC hockey matchup featuring the Union College Dutchwomen and the Engineers of RPI here on RPI TV. The Dutchwomen come in 0-17-5 on the season, 0-8-2 in league play. The Engineers 5-11-4, 3-5-2 in the conference. The Engineers coming off of a tough weekend. They played two very good, strong teams and were unlucky to only come away with a single point. They tied number 4 Quinnipiac last Friday 0-0 and then nearly came back against Princeton. They fell in that one 3-2 on Saturday. Union, as their record would suggest, struggling mightily, and we are underway here from the Houston Fieldhouse. It's the Dutchwomen in maroon with white trim playing it around behind their own goal. Allie Devins trying to clear it out of the corner. Does so out to center ice. Carried on further. This is Ariana Kozakowski who just dumps it in. Hannah Bohonic there. Playing up the wall for Horwood. In the circle now, here's Brandy Banks for RPI, senior defenseman out of Burlington, Ontario. Shot right back towards her. It will be controlled now by Hannah Bohonic. She'll work it right in front of the RPI bench. It's cut off there. Banks back on it for RPI, crossing center. She'll chip it off the far boards. Nice little carom there for Alexa Gruschow. She'll skate it behind the goal. Gruschow second on the team in scoring with 12 points, 9 goals, 3 assists. Back to the far circle. Shot coming from the point. Save made by Leah Patrick, freshman goaltender from Hudson, Wisconsin, making just her 4th appearance on the year. Regular starter Melissa Black, also a freshman, getting at least the start of tonight's game off, or so it seems, as Jen Godin shoots it in the corner. And it's carried on by the Dutchwoman, Caitlin McLaren. Now they'll get a whistle and a stoppage. Draw here in the RPI zone. Flip towards the point. Trying to carry it out of there was Kelly McKay. Now a loose puck in the circle. Cleared off the boards and out. Here comes Union now, looking to attack. Thrown on goal. Broken up at the Union blue line. Catherine Davis, the junior from Milton, Massachusetts, back to pick it up. Elizabeth Otten up the near wall, taken back over by Bohonic and the Engineers. Banks down the middle, finds Grigsby. 3-on-2 if they hurry into the zone. Shot by Grigsby, shoulder save. Made by Patrick. Now Grigsby looking to center, that's broken up. And Bohonic will go back and pick it up there. Banks skips by Tremblay. Jessica Kaminsky, 5 points on the year for her. Now Tomaselli, and close to a penalty there. Well, the referees put his whistle to his mouth for a second, decided not to blow it, and the Engineers are in on the attack. It is Marissa Raspa. She takes the spill behind the goal, trying to play it back to Hansen. Now it's controlled by Tomlinson. Shot goes wide from Tomlinson from the top of the circle. Loose in the slot, shot coming, saved by Black. Patrick. There's another save in there. Second effort, I believe that was Orzakowski on the second try. Face-off Union zone. We're just about 3 minutes into the first period. No score here between the Dutchwomen and Engineers. Trying to work it up the wall was Laughlin. Gruschow is now tied up in the corner. Moved out towards the point, intercepted by the Engineers. They'll skate it out to center ice. Flipped on goal. Good backhand try there. Right in front of the net. That was McKenna Thomas, who had a goal last weekend. Opportunity right in front of the Union goal, but Patrick made the save. Tipped into the zone by Horwood. And the Dutchman trying to move it out quickly. It's broken up for a second. Carried on further, Davis. Here is Catherine Davis to center ice. Into the RPI zone, just offside was Kaminsky. Will have a stoppage in play. Tie up along the near side boards. Katie Rooney, 6 goals on the year, trying to move into Union territory. Trying to kick it to herself, and now Mankey trying to corral a loose puck. Carried on by Bohonic, trying to drive the net. Poked away from her. Picked up by Wash at the line. She'll fling it down low past Rooney. Helped behind the cage by the Dutchwoman. That's Courtney Turner, looking for her first point of the year. She's only played in 4 games so far for the Dutchwoman, but very talented as it's picked up by Banks. Off the glass to center, on further for Grigsby. They're going to wave off the icing. They say she touched it or could have. She was bumped there by a Union player. Now Hilwa loses her balance and flips one wide of goal. That was Tremblay. And out of the point. Shot or pass in the middle of the ice. Shot coming from Hansen. Blocker save. Hansen keeps it in nicely at the line. Hansen walking in. Rister coming. Save again is held onto by Patrick. Leah Patrick on the season 0-3-0. 4.28 goals against, 9.53 save percentage. And at the other end, Lavisa Solander 4-10-4 in 19 games. 2.18 goals against, 9.31 save percentage. Here's 9. Orzakowski at center ice, trying to corral a loose puck. Now it's Godin for Hansen. Trying to chip it in the zone was Tomlinson. Not doing. Here comes Turner the other way. They're offside. Loose puck in the zone. Turner nearly stole it away, but now Gruschow back the other direction with Horwood. Throws it right through her legs. Wasn't looking for the pass at the time. To center by Tomaselli. Engineers keep it in. It's Katie Laughlin, the sophomore from Natick, Mass. for Union, trying to clear it out of the zone and does get it out. Thomas bottles her up there right in front of the penalty boxes. Brandy Streeter, far side. Gets it as far as the RPI line where they're cut off. And it's Kimberly taking over for the Engineers. Amanda Kimberly, sophomore from Anoka, Minnesota. 1 goal and 3 assists on the year for her. Gives it right to Otten, and the Dutchwomen start over again. Wren, near side of her own zone for RPI. Little saucer pass back for Kimberly. Down the middle for Gruschow, can't control. Poked loose, Thomas trying to swat it into the zone. Hits the referee, not once but twice. The linesman looking to get out of the way there. Thomas, a shot that deflects. It was blocked. And now Mankey. Banks keeps it in just barely at the blue line. Now to the circle for Wash, trying to feed it back to the point. That's broken up. And the Dutchwomen are able to escape to center ice. Bouncing puck past Wash, carried on further. Union into the offensive zone. Reeves, a shot. That's Jason Reeves. That's turned away by Solander. Union on the attack now. Erickson behind the goal. Kelly McKay lost it, taken over by Godin. She'll feed it on for Laurel Horwood, or excuse me, Jamie Grigsby, who shoots it in. Allie Devens turning behind the goal. It's poked free by Grigsby. Tremblay's tied up, and the Dutchwomen are able to at least clear to neutral ice. It'll be carried on further by McKay, who dumps it in. Jen Godin picks it up there. Leaves it behind for Hansen. 11:22 left in the first period. No score, RPI and Union. These two teams tied last year in the first game of the home and home series. That was in Schenectady before the Engineers won 4-2 here to take the season series. Shot in by Union. Whitney Wren over there, the sophomore from Troy, Michigan. Has it stolen away. Blocker save made on the try by Tomaselli. And now Kimberly. Kimberly will carry it herself. Has Orzakowski ahead of the play, and she's offside. 10:44 on the clock, first period. No score here. Shot into the zone by the Engineers. And now carried out by Union. McLaren shot right on from the top of the circle. Another save for Solander. She has very good numbers other than the 4-10-4 record. At a career high, season high, 45 stops against Clarkson. When the Golden Knights are number 4 in the country, RPI won that game 2-1 here at the Houston Fieldhouse back in November. Loose puck center ice, picked up by Hannah Bohonic, and it was Orzakowski who just couldn't get back on side. That'll draw a whistle. Loose puck, center ice. Godin has it there, leaves it for Hansen. Josephine Hansen, the freshman from Copenhagen, Denmark, shoots it in. They're going to call icing here on RPI, saying the freshman did not cross center ice. We'll have a face-off way back in RPI territory here. Touch pass to center. Mankey on further for Rooney. Katie Rooney in the offensive zone to the circle. Down low. Still Rooney. Rooney below the goal line, finding Mankey. She's pinned up against the back wall by Devens. Puck comes free. McLaren to center ice. Wren's going to get there first, finding Kimberly. Kimberly. Long outlet pass to Mankey, just taps it in deep. Engineers want to change, they will. Here's Devens for the Dutchwomen. Fanned down the outlet pass. Poked on further, but kept in by RPI as McKay couldn't get it out. Now a shot from a tight angle, save made. Now another shot coming wide from Bohonic. Clearing effort by the Dutchwomen. As it's 3 across as they hit the line. Shot in from center ice. Grushaw out of the circle. Picked up and shot back out to center. Hansen swatted at it, but it's carried on further by the Dutchwoman. Kaminsky into the zone. Shot trickles in on goal. And that one confused Solander. Kind of a changeup. Did not react to the way you'd like your goaltender to react, but she ended up making a save. Dutchman win the offensive zone draw. It's Otten playing it down low. Tomaselli on further for Turner. Knock free. Thomas trying to clear the zone. Kept in along the wall by Davis. Godin skates to center with it. Takes a look around. She'll carry it in awkwardly. No, they're offside. And we'll stop play here. 7:48 on the clock, first period. Still no score. Engineers move it out to center. Devins tried to fire it right back in and does. It's stopped there by the Sollentuna, Sweden native, Lovisa Solander, freshman goaltender making her 20th appearance for the Engineers. Raspa diving play to clear the zone and does. Dutchwomen have it once more. It's Ariana Kozakowski. And now Wren. Down the middle, finding Tomlinson, chipped in the air. Rooney jumps on the puck. Katie Rooney into the zone, trying to drive right to the net. It's poked away. She'll try and track it down in the corner. Mankey trying to kick it to herself, lost it in the process. Pinching up the boards is Bohanek to keep it in the zone. Rooney does as well, although it's right onto the tape of Emily Erickson. She can't clear either. Here's Bohanek, a shot through traffic. She scores! Tipped in, I believe. But the Engineers have the lead with 6:34 to go in the first period. RPI goal was scored by Hannah Mahonic as her first of the year. Assist to number 21, Katie Rooney, number 10, Lauren Wash. Orzechowski carries it in. Teammates change behind her. And Orzechowski hands it off there to the fresh off the bench, Brandy Banks. It's 1-0 RPI. We're 4 minutes to go in the first period. An even strength goal by Hannah Mahonic, the junior from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Now a shot from the point, blockered away by Tomlinson. Or the shot by Tomlinson, I should say. Stop was made by Patrick. Yep. 21-10. Orzechowski into the zone, just onside. She'll play it down low. Turning with it is Tomlinson. Cycling. Lauren Wash, who had an assist on that first RPI goal, plays it to the top of the circle. Shot by Godin, wide. They hit it, a defender. Hansen over to Godin. Now Hansen again. To the circle. Wash has some room. She'll pull it back out. Looks like a power play, but it's not for the Engineers. Now Wash down low. To the half boards. Wash tracks it down. Trying to give it to Hansen. Miscommunication there. Puck out to center. Tomaselli battles for it and wins the puck. Tomaselli, offensive zone, trying to stick handle through Godin. That doesn't work. She gets knocked down. Puck to the corner. Godin plays it around behind, too far for the intended target, Hansen. And it's Jason Reeves for Union, knocked down in the corner. McLaren battles for it now. 2 minutes to go in the first. Hansen up the boards, trying to corral it there, and doing so is Rooney. Spins around at their own blue line, plays it ahead for Wash, who just chips it in deep, goes off on a change. Dutch women down the near wall. Cut off there. Gruschow plays it into the zone. Orzechowski seeing plenty of ice time here this afternoon. Couldn't keep it in. Dutch women take over. Laughlin. Center ice comes Erickson into RPI territory. Wren with speed from behind her own goal. Makes a little move to get loose. Goes down. Gets it as far as Gruschow and Horwood. Horwood into the zone. Stick handling 1-on-4. Lost the puck. Out of the zone come the Dutch women. That was Otten. And now Banks. Behind for Kimberly. Down the middle. Hit Gruschow in the back. Loose puck in the circle. Chipped out to center. Or almost. Grigsby plays it back to Kimberly. A minute to go in the first period. RPI and Union here. Game one of this home and home series at the Houston Fieldhouse. It's Thomas. Nice move to get free. Thomas around the net. And she'll carry it on further. Back to the point now. Banks. Puck didn't sit for her. She'll play it off the far wall. Otten now. Chips to center. Knocked down by Banks with 40 seconds to go in the period. She'll play it in. Catherine Davis to claim it for Union. RPI continues to put the pressure on in the offensive zone. Pass to center, picked off by Hansen. She'll flip it in on goal from center ice. And that'll draw a whistle as it's covered up. Tip towards goal. Mankey puts it wide. And still in the zone, however. Union trying to clear. And get it as far as center. Swatted towards the slot. Wash turning and shooting. Pad save made. As that will do it for the first. RPI takes a 1-0 lead on a goal by Hannah Mahonic. And that's where we stand after 20 minutes. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV. Ready for period number 2 here between RPI and Union. Shots in the first period were 14-7 Engineers, including the one that went in, Hannah Bohonic, her first goal of the year. And the 4th of her collegiate career. Alexa Gruschow in the corner, fights through a stick check. Stolen away by Turner. Horwood trying to battle back for it. Kaminsky out to center ice, and now Thomas Helly trying to lead a rush, but Turner pass off the mark. That'll allow RPI to regain possession. Gruschow runs into Kaminsky. Puck flipped wide of the Union net, controlled there by Allie Devens, the junior from White River Junction, Vermont. Lauren Wash steals it away. Wash feeds it over to Godin. Godin fanned on the shot there, got it as far as the circle. Stolen away, picked up by Lauren Wash. Wash in front of the net. Now Rooney. Godin. Shot. Takes a deflection. It was blocked by Kaminsky. Walking out now, a shot coming, save made on the try by Mankey. And that'll draw a whistle. She held on. Face-offs in the first period were 8-6 Union, including Courtney Turner went 4-2. She was the best for the Dutch women. Alexa Gruschow was 3-2 for RPI. Grigsby makes a move on the backhand. Save, rebound, another try there by Tremblay. .22 left in the second period. Whitney Wren knocked down at center ice, but keeps the play alive right in front of the RPI bench. Jamie Grigsby picks it up there. Freshman from Whitby, Ontario. Should just dump it in. Katie Laughlin over to pick it up. She's tied up quickly by Tremblay. Now trying to dig it out of the corner. Brandy Streeter, the sophomore from Morrisville, New York. Taken over by Kelly McKay. This one shot on a play, and we'll have a stoppage here. Two early shots during the second period have the totals up to 16-7 RPI, 17:51 to play in the second. RPI men's hockey takes on number 8 Cornell, the 20th ranked Engineers. And Big Red coming up tonight. It's white out here at the Houston Fieldhouse. You can watch that one live on RPI TV. Face off. Tomlinson pushes it back towards the point. Bohonic has it there. Shot through traffic, deflected over the top.
That 12 shot.
Engineers from their own end. Turn right back around. Kaminsky just onside. Poked loose by Gruschow. Stick handling right through the defender. Lost the puck. Defender went into the net. That was Davis. And Union trying to move it out to center. Puck bounds its way back into the Engineers' end where it's picked up by Jen Godin. Near side indirect pass behind Thomas. Kept on moving by Horwood. Laura Horwood stick handles to the corner. Stopping there, trying to play it back to the point, picked off. And now it's Reeves trying to clear, kept in by Wash. In the circle. Pried away from Lauren Wash, controlled by Reeves to center. Jamie Smith, senior from Stanford, Mass. Jumps on the puck here. Stolen away. On further for Wash. Kicked at by Reeves. Plays it up the boards. And the Dutchwomen are onside into the zone. Shot coming, save made on the try by number 21, Kelly McKay. Now a shot goes wide again. And I'm making a mess in the press box. Centering pass, Rooney knocked away and controlled by Erickson. Puck shot all the way down. They're going to wave off the icing early. Bohonic back to pick it up. Her first goal of the season has the Engineers on the scoreboard here. It's the only goal so far. Cross ice pass, too far for anybody. Controlled by the Dutchwoman. Laughlin gives it right away to Banks, and now Tremblay. Ali Tremblay into the Union zone, stick handling to the corner. Over to Grigsby. Back to the point. Here's Brandy Banks. One-timer coming from Bohonic. That was headed high. Face-off coming here, tied up. Trying to move it out of the zone of the Dutchwoman. And picking the pocket there of Bohonic was Tomaselli, who just came off the bench, but the Engineers recover. Bohonic for Banks. On for Tremblay. Here's Hilwa. Winds up for a slap shot, blocked there. And a save on Tremblay. Back into the RPI zone. Now a 2-on-1 down low. Centering pass. Jam try. 2 stops there. 2 saves made. And now another is deflected over the top and into the netting. We'll have a stoppage. Shot and a save there on McKay. Cleared out of the zone by the Engineers. Here's Wren. Over to Kimmerly. Here's Orzechowski. Takes a tumble but gets it deep. Raspa has Devins tied up behind the goal. Is a stalemate here. Shots are now 17 to 12 RPI. 13-18 left in the second period. Only goal in this game came back in the first. And a shot from the blue line by Hannah Bohonic. Clearing effort out to center. Bohonic has it there. Banks turning back into her own zone. Finds Raspa up the wall. Grushaw couldn't corral it. She was just jumping off the bench. And now here is Courtney Turner all by herself in the offensive zone. Grushaw up the wall. Trying to give and go there. Horwood hit a skate. Engineers will have to regroup. Tomaselli putting the pressure on. Good play by Bohonic to get free. And now she'll look to play it on further. Good connection to Horwood. With some speed into the offensive zone. It's poked loose by Laughlin. And the Dutchwomen are back the other way. Kaminsky stops in the circle, centering pass, in on goal, and a pad save was made on the try by Tomaselli. Now a shot from the point turned away, and that's shot by Laughlin. Now we get a whistle and a penalty coming up. It's going to be a high stick. It's going to go on Union, I believe. Offensive zone penalty. No, we'll see who they call it on. Looks like it's going to be Tomaselli who gets the call here with 12:14 left in the second. The captain goes off for Union. Power play time for RPI. The Engineers are 8.5% on the season. Here's Wash in the circle. Hansen Fed near side for Wash, off her stick to the corner. Now Wash. Hansen. Godin, a shot blocked there by Eriksson. Here's Wash. Waiting. Wash. Hansen. Godin. Fed right back. Intercepted and cleared. Jamie Smith doing the job there for the Dutchwomen on the kill. First power play for either team comes about halfway through the second period. Here's Bohanek. Wren. Cross-ice feed. Grushow. Wrist shot, no. Horwood to Bohanek. Shot was blocked. Getting in the way of that one was number 13, Kozakowski. Now a pass in front. We have a save made, I think. A tight shot there. Bohanek, far side feed, one-timer save on a try by Grushow, high off the glass. Power play buzzing here, just 10 seconds left on it. Pinned against the boards, Wren peels it away. Grushow. Out of the box, Tomaselli. Dutchwomen kill the penalty. Neutral zone, here's Hilwa. Chips it into the offensive zone, race for the puck. Kicked at by Banks. Tremblay gets it in, fed right back out, and here's Smith. Shot came from Smith, it was blocked by the Engineers. And now to the offensive zone, it's Grigsby. Turning, trying to center a pass, was broken up. Out to center. Right back in from Hansen. Coming up on 9 minutes to go in the second period. 1-0 is the RPI lead. This game a little bit reminiscent. The Engineers against Brown. There's a shot coming. Reeves and Solander made the save. Engineers in that game felt like they had more of the opportunities and ended up beating the Bears 2-0. But at this point in that game, it was just a 1-0 RPI lead. 8:56 on the clock in the second. Shots are 20-15 RPI. We have a draw coming in the Engineers zone. Loose puck picked up by Raspa. The sophomore will skate it to center ice. Here's Marissa Raspa on the move. In the corner. Fed back to the point. Nice hard pass to Bohanek, near side Banks. Back to Bohanek. Leaves it there, good play. Shot by Banks, kick save made. So Tomlinson, Shayna Tomlinson in the corner. Looking to cycle for Raspa, gets it right back. Tomlinson. Drop pass. Shot by Banks, skips wide. Orzechowski takes a wrister. That one's blocked by Wren. Tips it on further, just off the bench. Mankey. Worked up the boards out to center. Picked up there by Whitney Wren. He converted forward, now in defense for the Engineers. Plays it far side. Leaving her feet there was Mankey, but it got the job done to avoid the icing that would have come She didn't get her stick on it. Shot right back in by Wren. I think this should be icing. Oh, no. Picked away by Wash. Wash to the point. Here's Godin. Godin waiting. Fed to the far point, but nobody home. Her defensive partner was changing on the play. Good defensive effort by Mankey to steal the puck away. And now Wash carries in. Lauren Wash has Hansen with her. Lining up for a slap shot that goes wide. Never caught it cleanly. And the try by the freshman Hansen off the mark. Here's Tomaselli on the move. Runs into Godin. She spins to the ice. Collision in the corner. It's a whack by Erickson. Tomaselli in the air. And it's stolen away by Thomas. Thomas wants to skate. Has Grushaw with her. Thomas on the move. Walking in. Shot and a save made. Looking for the 5-hole, I believe. And Patrick made the stop there. On the freshman who picked up her second goal of the season against Princeton last Saturday. Dutchman take over now. Katie Laughlin. Brandy Streeter to center for Tomaselli. Gloves it down along the wall. Stolen away. Grushaw over to Banks. Banks on to center. Horwood into the zone. Fed across to Grushaw. His shot goes wide. Now Bohonic in the corner. Horwood. Shot coming wide on the try by Grushaw from a tight angle. Partial change for RPI. That allows Union to change. Good interception at center ice. Bohonic on further for Tremblay. Poked at by Turner, but Tremblay keeps on moving. Shot blocked in the air by Streeter into the netting. And we'll have a stoppage here. 5:58 to go in the second. Still 1-0 RPI. Corner. Dig stuck in there was Grigsby. Gets it off the wall, however, for Hilwa. And now Grigsby again. Lost an edge and went down. Trying to force it out of there. Is Kozakowski. Good connection on an indirect pass for Tremblay. Top of the circle shot, save on the kick. Cycling Grigsby. Tomlinson just off the bench. Shot blocked in front by Orzechowski. Another shot there. Tomlinson had her shot stopped, and then 3 tries in a row there for RPI. Shot from the point goes wide. Wash over to Hansen. Her shot goes wide. Here's Hansen again. Shot goes wide again. Engineers putting the pressure on here. Rooney needs to be careful with that stick. Nearly called, could have been called for a hook there. Now a centering pass right on front. Shot and a save. What a stop there by Leah Patrick. She has had some tremendous saves in this game, including denying Godin there. She just flashed right to the slot to Jen Godin from her defensive spot. But Leah Patrick stuck out that right leg and made the save. Still 1-0 RPI thanks to her. Up to 24 saves in the game. Here's Grushaw. Stick handling to center. Into the offensive zone. Far side, Horwood trying to make a move. And that one's poked away at the last second. Bouncing puck out to center. Tomaselli, good behind the back pass. Erickson's into the zone 1-on-2. Great back check by Grushaw to break it up. And it's on further to the corner. Left there for Turner. Turner back behind. Good connection to Tomaselli. It's poked out to center, however, by Thomas. And controlled there by the Dutchwoman. Otten shoots it in. Banks. She'll use the wall, but it's stolen away by Tomaselli. Trying to move it out in front. That's broken up. And the Engineers skate the other way. Thomas rings it in. Streeter broken up. Loose puck in the circle. Chipped off the boards, cannot be kept in by Kimberly. Wren picks it up there, finding Tomlinson along the wall. We approach 3 minutes to go. Touch pass, Hilwa on for Tomlinson. Fakes a shot, carries it below the goal line, does a nice job to shield the puck. Streeter takes her down. And we play on. Hilwa pokes at it, played by Grigsby. Brandy Streeter behind the goal for Catherine Davis. Up the near boards, bouncing puck carried into the zone. Turner pulls it back, takes a wrister, and a save is made by Solander. Tomlinson connects to center ice. Rooney trying to kick it to herself. Works it up the boards, but it's picked off there by Laughlin, but she can't clear. Wash, slapper coming over the top. May have caught the face mask of the goaltender. The Engineers keep the puck in the zone. Rooney, drop pass. Wash to the point. Godin carries it center blue line, finds Wash in the circle. It's broken up and picked up by Catherine Tomaselli, the senior from Cape Coral, Florida. Now Mankey connects to Rooney into the offensive zone. Rooney pulls it back and takes a shot. Blocked by Devens. Puck broken up. Shot from the point trickles wide. Bohonic skipped just to the left of the net. Now a centering pass again from Rooney. That one's intercepted by Erickson. That's Emily Erickson. She'll skate after it. Tied up by Banks, controlled by Bohonic. Minute and a half to go in the second period. Grushaw has it knocked away from her in the neutral zone, but forced on further by McKenna Thomas. Pulls it back, takes a shot. That hit the skate of Kozakowski. To the line, kept in by Kimberly. Comes off the glass. Thomas tied up, lost it. Reeves takes it away. Up ahead, Emily Erickson. She'll just play it into the RPI zone. Kimberly. Touch pass for Wren. Trying to scoop it up the wall. Fanned a couple times. Loose in the slot. Shot coming. Saves Solander. And the rebound trickles just wide. That was Caitlin McLaren with a glorious opportunity for the Dutchwoman, but Solander made the save. There's a shot that was blocked. Davis had the try with 34 seconds left. Union with probably its best chance of the game there. They were denied by Solander. This should be icing on the Dutch women, but no one was paying attention. Smith a shot. Glove there by Solander. That had the top corner picked out, but Solander made another save as the Dutch women look to close the shots on goal gap. Now 26-18 after that shot. 21.1 seconds remain in the period. RPI with a lone goal in the game. It came back in the first. Cleared but not out. Godin will try the near side once more. Otten keeps it in again for Union. Chipped out of the zone by Tomlinson. Glove down by Hilwa. Ahead of the play was Grigsby. That pass off the mark. Union can counter if they can hurry here. Turner, good find. It's Tomaselli. A shot and the whistle goes for offside. Oh boy. We are not lined up with the blue line here. It looked from my angle that she was onside, and she would have had an opportunity there in a partial breakaway, but no, denied by the linesman. With 3.5 seconds, that should all but do it for the period, unless the Engineers have something they can work quick off of this draw. Poked ahead, actually back to Banks, I beg your pardon, and that will do it for the second period. A back and forth second, but it's still 1-0 RPI after 2. We'll have stats to start the third. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
For Union, 11, two-period total 18. For Rensselaer, 12, two-period total 6.
Set for period number 3 here. 20 minutes to go in this one. RPI and Union shots through 2, 26-18 RPI. Just the one power play for the Engineers. They had 3 shots on it. Face-offs through 2, 14-12 Engineers. Alexa Gruschow 5-2 on the draw. Mari Mankey 4-3. Courtney Turner was 5-4 for Union. Kelly Mackey was 4-3 for the Dutchwoman. We are ready to go here in period number 3. Engineers skating from right to left across your computer screens. Wherever you find RPI TV this afternoon. Could be a mobile device as well. Through their YouTube channel. Here's Thomas into the zone, centering pass. Gruschow turning in the slot, threw it off a skate, trying to feed it back across, and now it's cleared to center. 1-0, the narrow lead for the Engineers. Reeves up the wall, and it'll be tracked down. Bohonic over to Horwood. Kept in, and a stick save is made on the try by Streeter. Solander had a good last couple of games. Of course, holding Quinnipiac scoreless last Friday. But here's Smith, a shot from a tight angle. That one's gloved by Solander. So Union with the early couple of shots here in the second, although that going to be tough to beat Lavisa Solander from that angle. Rooney over to Hansen, and now Lauren Wash. Wash had an assist on that goal back in the first period for RPI, as did Katie Rooney. The goal was Hannah Bohonics. It was her first of the season, 4th of her career for the defenseman. Now Rooney picks the puck up, trying to carry into the zone. She's pinned off the puck at the half wall. Trying to move it onto there is Catherine Davis, and does ahead for Mackey. Stolen away by Wash. She's been all over the place this afternoon. Here is Lauren Wash. Takes the slap shot along the ice, sticked away into the netting. We'll have a stoppage here and a face-off in the Union zone. 18-10 on the clock, third period, 1-0 RPI. Tie up in the corner, played back to the point. Here's Kimberly. Slapper coming. That hit a skate, I believe, on its way through. Kept in by Grigsby for a moment, although Tomaselli steals it away. Kozakowski, far side, out to center. Kaminsky carrying into the RPI zone. Tomaselli pulls it back, takes a shot, blocked by Wren. Tipped to center by Grigsby, controlled again by the Dutchwoman. It's Katie Laughlin. Hilwa can't control, taken over by Reeves. Shot from the far circle is held on by Solander. Up to 21 shots in the game for Union. Just a guess, they may be nearing their season high. In the circle, a shot, easy stop there for Solander, and the try by Smith. Smith jumps back on it for Union. The Dutchwomen have had the majority of the shot attempts early on in this third period, although none have challenged Solander all that much. As Marissa Raspa dumps it in, Union will pick it up behind the goal. It's Streeter. Waiting for it along the wall, and going down there was Laughlin. Engineers keep it in the zone. Streeter back on it now. Into the skates of Erickson. She's tied up. Kicked at by Horwood. Gruschow came away with it for a second. Now she's double teamed. Here's Horwood. Poke free towards the point. Pinching in Hansen as she's on her backhand. Does enough to keep it alive. Kept in again by Thomas. Played it back to the point for Godin. Godin, centering pass, deflected by Thomas into the corner. She lost it in her skates for a moment. Now Streeter again for Union. Indirect pass behind the goal. Union looks to break out far side and do get it to center ice. Stopped there by Hansen. Chips it right back into the Dutchwomen territory. Played up the wall. Knocked down there by Erickson. Thomas has it. Godin for Horwood. And now Gruschow all by herself in the offensive zone. Her teammates change behind. Cross ice feed, a dangerous one, stolen away by Kaminsky. Here comes Jessica Kaminsky from Winnipeg, Manitoba. On her backhand, blocker save, loose in the circle. Picked up there by Turner, played back to the point. Turner jumps on it again. Some pep in the step of these Dutch women here. It's Otten trying to play it down low. Tomaselli has it broken up by Wash. Wash bats at it, stolen away. Kaminsky centering pass. Tied up there was Turner. And it's Wash who comes away with it for RPI. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Lauren Wash crossing center and dumping it in. Patrick stops it behind the cage. Played to the near side point. Kept in by Whitney Wren. Right onto the tape of Davis. And she skates back the other way. Long outlet pass. Too far for Kaminsky. She'll try to go off on a change, but she will not be allowed as that is icing on Union. 15 minutes to go here in the third period. Still just a 1-0 game, RPI and Union.
Celebrate your time to completion, catch up on classes you might have missed, and stay on track to graduate with co-ops and internships. Visit the Summer at Rensselaer website at summer.rpi.edu and see what we have for you.
To the point, a shot half fanned on by Bohanek goes wide. Yeah, the Engineers take over in the neutral zone and dump it right back in. Otten can't clear. Banks. And flip it into the corner. Davis shooting it right back to Banks. She'll settle it there, plays it off the wall. Tomlinson, some space, looking to center. That hit a skate. Tomaselli on for Otten. Otten run into by Godin. We've only had one penalty in this game. It came in the second period. RPI was able to generate 3 shots on it, but no goals, obviously. The goal came back in the first by Bohanek. It came at 13:26 of the first period. That's all the scoring in this one. Now a centering pass all the way through. And the Dutch women skate back the other way. Caitlin McLaren on the move. Into the circle. Shot was blocked. That one hit Hansen. She goes down in a heap behind the goal. Centering pass. Fanned on. And now a tip shot. Saved by Solander. Reeves. Behind the goal for Smith. Smith trying the wraparound. It's broken up. That one's put on goal. Solander made the save again, and she's held on to that one. That one kicked at, and we have a player down in the corner. That'll draw a stoppage in play. 13:16 left, third period, 1-0 RPI. Draw coming up here just outside the RPI zone, won by the Dutch women. Tomaselli. Run into by Horwood. Penalty coming up here. Kaminsky trying to feed it in front. We get a whistle. It's going to be a elbowing call It's going to go on Horwood. 13:04 to go in the game. So a big spot here for Union as they head to the man advantage for the first time this afternoon. Streeter over to Reeves. Reeves down low. Pass can't be handled. Banks trying to clear it out far side. Knocked down there by Otten. Here is Otten over to Streeter. Fakes a shot over to Otten. She'll take a slapper. Save made by Solander. Play to the wall. Kaminsky up top. Streeter. Slap shot coming. It's kicked away again by Solander. They're looking for that shot from straight away. This one comes from the far side. It's blocked. Now behind the goal again. Smith off the boards. Poked at by Banks. Engineers penalty killers want to get a change. They may be able to here. Grushow's going to chase, but the three behind her will be able to get off the ice. As we're halfway through this Union power play. Shots are now 27 all. As Union continues to narrow the gap, but 46 seconds remain on a big power play here for them, and they're unable to maintain possession in the zone. Davis back to her own end to pick it up. Bounces off of Eriksson's stick. Rooney gets spun to the ice, and she'll have to get back up and chase again. There's Hannah Eriksson into the middle of the ice for Emily Eriksson, and we get a whistle and an offside call. That'll bring the whistle and the face-off, back outside the zone. We do have RPI men's hockey coming up on RPI TV, 7 o'clock. Puck drop between the 8th-ranked Cornell Big Red and the 20th-ranked Engineers. ECAC hockey play coming to the final stretch run. Here is Smith for Union, trying to drive on Wren. Wren not having any of it. She ties her up in the corner. Kimberly rings it off the near wall. Mankey ahead. Good connection to Rooney. Katie Rooney 1-on-2 into the offensive zone. Poked free by Otten. On for Smith. 5 seconds to go in the Union power play. Back to the point with 2. Shot goes wide from Streeter. Trying to dump it in with Streeter. Threw it right into the body of Rooney. Rooney poked away by Streeter. Here's Raspa now off the back wall. To the point, kept in nicely by Banks. Slap shot coming, and a save is made. Bohanek looking for a second goal. That one steered away by the goalie stick. Back to Bohanek again. Lines up a wrister this time. That hits bodies in front. Skips back towards the point. Here's Grigsby. Coming up on the halfway point of the third, the Engineers could really use an insurance goal here. Banks feeding it down low. Centering pass broken up. Clearing effort out to center. Does it have the legs for icing is the question. Looks like it does. And it will be. Senior goaltender on the bench, Sarah Till, had her arm up. Helping out the officials there. 10:02 on the clock. Shots are 28-27 RPI. Face off in the Union zone. There's some encroachment coming from Courtney Turner. I think she wanted to take that face off anyway. Union wins it regardless. Godin picked up by Thomas at the line. Thomas walking in, fed in front, they score! Laura Horwood off the feed from McKenna Thomas, and the Engineers get that insurance goal. .9:52 to go third period. 2-0 is the Engineers lead. And they look to add more. Here's Thomas into the offensive zone. Shot goes wide. Puck to center ice. Tomlinson's going to track it down there. Engineers with a big goal. Union was knocking on the door early on in this period, but as it's worn on, the Engineers have tilted things back the other direction. Raspo runs into the back wall. Orzechowski knocked away. Pinching in Godin. Spins Smith to the ice, and Smith slow to get up. Had some physical play, just the one penalty each way. RPI's power play came in the second, Union's here in the third. Neither of them fruitful. Horwood, who picked up that insurance goal not long ago, has the puck now. It was her third of the season. She's playing in just her 13th game. She suffered an injury that kept her out for much of the first half of the year. But back there now and helpful on this RPI top line. Knocked away from Thomas, trying to keep it in Hansen. She does. To the half boards in deep. Swept around behind by Devons of Union. Out to center, tipped in the air, played by Kimmerly. A lot of pressure from Tomaselli. Feeds it over to Godin. Here comes Horwood now. To the goal line extended centering pass, trying to find Grushow. That doesn't connect. And we get a whistle here. And I believe an icing on Union. Exactly 6 minutes to play. In the game. RPI face-off win in the offensive zone. It's Whitney Wren. Pulls it back and takes a shot that goes off the goaltender's arm, I believe. Hit Patrick there. And popped over the top of the net. Now Mankey works it free for Rooney. Spinning around to the point. Well, it's picked off on its way to Kimmerly by Mankey. Now Mankey's stripped of the puck by Reeves, and she's back out the other way, although she wants to just dump it in and get a change. 5.5 to go in this one. Wren using her speed up the boards, plays it around Kaminsky and Turner. Right to the corner where it's poked loose for a second by Laughlin. And now Turner takes over, loose in the slot. Tomaselli picks it up there. Fed on further for Turner. Courtney Turner in the RPI zone. Erickson feeds it back, trying to corral it with a skate was Laughlin. Loose puck and a race for it. First one, too, it's Brandy Streeter for Union. Hilwaw skates back towards her own zone, finds Banks. Throws it inadvertently off the skate of Hilwaw, trying to find Grigsby, and the Engineers do eventually get it into the zone. Streeter spins up the boards far side for Kaminsky. On further for McLaren. Union gets it in. Bohonic there. Up the boards, Grigsby. Trying to work it out of the zone. Bohonic throws a shoulder into Smith. And it's Hilwaw up the wall. Grigsby on further into the zone. It'll ring around to the far side. Davis. Stick handling through center ice. Here's Tomaselli. Knocked free. Picked up by Otten. She waits for her teammates to get back on side and then chips it in. Here's Godin. She picked up the secondary assist on RPI's second goal. That outlet pass is partially fanned on, allowing Turner to carry it right back in. Josephine Hansen, the diminutive speedster for RPI and freshman from Copenhagen, works up the far boards. Orzechowski in deep. Davis for Union, tied up by Raspa. Kicked at by Davis. 3:48 to go. That outlet pass hits a skate. Engineers trying to turn it over quickly. Orzechowski trying to get back on side and does not. And it's swept in angrily by Raspa as she was trying to break back into the zone. Orzechowski a little bit slow getting back on side. Shots are now 32-27 RPI with 3:41 left. Engineers looking for league win number 4. Puck behind the goal. Whistle here and a face-off coming. These two teams are back at it tomorrow in Schenectady for the second half of this home-and-home series. Engineers will be looking to gain more ground. Top 8 teams in ECAC women's hockey make the league playoff, unlike on the men's side, so you have to kind of make your way in there. In men's hockey, all 12 make it, top 4 get byes. On the women's side, it is the top 8. There are no byes. It's just the top 4 pair off and host the bottom 4. Trying to one-hand the puck was Horwood. Knocked away from her, but gives it back to Thomas. Trying to get it back to Horwood again, and it's Otten clearing to center. Poked on further, picked up by Wren. Too far, but it's tipped in to the zone by Thomas to avoid the icing. Here's Streeter now. Engineers bleeding out the clock in this one in a 2-0 game. Davis picks up the puck for Union. Shot goes wide from Davis. To the point, Wash. On for Rooney. She'll gain speed into the offensive zone. Katie Rooney stops at the half wall. Spins back down low. Erickson steals it away. Plays it to the near wall where Bohonic pinches in. Bohonic to the point where Wash waits. Wash holding. Over to Banks. Banks down low. Good possession play by the Engineers. Although it's, as soon as I say that, they give it away. Puck out to center for Bohonic. Lost it in her skates. Finds Banks. Shoots it near side for Wash. Just across the red line. Now an outlet feed is broken up by Bohonic, who jumped the pass. Devens can't control. Who wants to control? It's Turner. She loses it. On further for Smith. She'll throw it off the glass to herself. Poke free by Bohonic. Goaltender off at 1:34. And now it's played on for Mankey, looking for that empty net goal. Just dumps it in. Empty net for Union with 1:16 to go. Smith throws it cross ice, picked up by Hansen, who chips it right back in. Now knocked away. Down the middle, there's going to be a collision there. Nearly a penalty. Make an argument for a body checking call on Turner or interference. Puck wasn't there. Either way, we play on. Hillwatch chips it into the bench. We'll have a whistle and a stoppage. 51 seconds to go. Timeout taken by the Dutch women here. Final 50 seconds of this one. 2-0 lead for RPI. It's shot into the offensive zone for Union. Jen Godin takes a look around before playing the puck up the boards. Thomas trying to move it out to center. Kept in by the Dutchwoman. Along the wall, it's Otten. Has her skate pinned against the wall. And out of the circle, shot over the top by Erickson. Now a centering pass, shot, and there's a save. on that same Erickson, Hannah Erickson, with 7 seconds, 6.5. We'll have a whistle here. Still an empty net for Union, of course, with 6.5 seconds left. Face off, they can't have 7 out there, so they're going to have to take one of them off. Tomaselli slunks back to the bench here. Engineers trying to clear up the far boards, kept in there by Otten. And it'll be behind the goal to the corner. That'll do it for this one. 2-0 is your final. The Engineers hold on to improve to 6-11-4 overall, 4-5-2 in ECAC hockey play. The winless Dutchwomen drop to 0-18-5, 0-9-2. We thank you for watching today's game. Your final score once again was RPI 2 and Union 0.
Final shots on goal in the third period for Union 10, 3-period total of 28. For Rensselaer 6, 3-period total of 32. RPI takes this one by a score of 2-0. Engineers, thank you for attending tonight's game, and please arrive home safely.